so many Linux distros out there in the Linux community, and not every distro made to perform as intended to fulfill the end user experience. Some distros are optimized and some aren't. At the end of the day, every user intends to find a distro that is stable and powerful, which can be used for their workflow. Hey guys, my name is KSK Ryle. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 6 most powerful best Linux distros of 2021. Now these distros are super optimized and super stable that indeed delivers a true power user experience of the Linux operating system. Now when I say powerful distro, it has all the features packed that are tested and crafted with wellness care that makes the distro perform efficiently. So I have compiled my top 6 best powerful distros and I tested thoroughly with a wide variety of tasks and end up making this video. The distros which I will be showing in a moment can be used from beginners to power users. You can use it for coding or for playing games or even for any kind of a workflow. Now without a further delay, let's get into the video. Now starting with the number 1 in our list, Endeavour OS. Now Endeavour OS is a rolling release Arch-based Linux distribution with some brand new features that improve the user experience. It comes with a Calamars installer that supports both offline and online. The offline model uses a default XFCE desktop environment, and the online model lets the user to install their favorite desktop environment according to their taste. Now Endeavour OS is the first Arch-based distro featuring GNOME 40, the latest and greatest desktop environment for Linux users. Now I would say GNOME 40 on the top of Endeavour OS is astounding. Now thanks to the developers for endeavoring the OS powerful with a brand new GNOME 40 desktop. Now, Endeavour is one of a few reliable Arch systems that make getting started a whole lot easier. Now, one of the biggest attractions with Arch-based systems is giving users a full control from the get-to-go, create a computing system that does what you want. Since this distro is based on the Arch, you can use a pacman to install any package along with the dependencies from the terminal. There is a GUI app store that hosts a ton of open source software that can be downloaded with one simple click. Now when it comes to performance, thanks to the brand new kernel 5.12 and the all-new GNOME 40 that brings a lot of hardware support, and the user experience is mind-blowing. There are no hiccups or lag I have noticed so far. The transformation of Endeavour OS with GNOME 40 makes the user more comfortable. Now overall, I would say Endeavour OS is a super stable Arch-based Linux distribution that comes with a brand new GNOME 40 as a bonus and delivers a power-packed performance to an end user. Now I would suggest this distro for hardcore developers and power users. Now due to the level of optimizations made to this distro to run anything possible without any issues. Next up, everyone's favorite and the most user-friendly popular Linux distro, Kubuntu. Now Kubuntu is one of the best Linux distros for getting started into the Linux operating system. Now, this distro has gained huge popularity in the Linux industry, and thanks to the community of Ubuntu for working immensely to improve the system. Now, Kubuntu is a flavor of Ubuntu LTS with KDE Plasma. Kubuntu comes with a KDE as a default desktop, which looks solid and provides a super fast, lag-free user experience. Now, throughout the system, while navigating, you may feel the OS seemed to be optimized better in the latest version than default Ubuntu with GNOME Desktop. Now, along with the KDE desktop, you do get a Qt-based applications such as a Thunderbird Mail, Firefox browser, Office Toolkit, media players, and more. Now, all these basic pre-installed applications let you get started working with Kubuntu. Since Kubuntu is based on Debian, you can use the apt package mechanism and Flatpak to download a software via terminal. Now, another way to download software is through the App Store. Kubuntu App Store provides a ton of free applications that you can download for free. Now, overall, I would say Kubuntu comes with a long-term release, meaning once you install Kubuntu on your computer, you will be able to get the software and security patches for up to 5 years. Now, this keeps your system up to date, and all the latest features will be updated to the system from time to time. From basic users to high-end users, Kubuntu is a sweet spot to get started exploring Linux. Recently, I switched to Fedora 34 from Ubuntu and using this distro as the primary OS. Now, I must say it is one of the awesome releases from the team. Now, I become crazy with Fedora 34 with GNOME 40. The level of optimization and performance both made me use this distro for the next few more months. Now, even I have installed Fedora 34 on my MacBook Pro on dual boot. Fedora is a Linux distribution developed by the community-supported Fedora project and owned by Red Hat. Fedora has a reputation for focusing on innovation, integrating new technologies early on, and working closely with upstream Linux communities. The default desktop in Fedora is GNOME 40 and the interface is the GNOME shell. Fedora is always a developer-friendly Linux distribution. It preloads all necessary development packages and also provides several developer-friendly spins for core development or even if you're a student. Also, Fedora is a surprisingly stable Linux distribution that adopts the latest packages. I have not encountered any crashes or anything unusual for a daily work in my overall usage, which involves browsers, basic tools such as document viewers, video players, checking emails, and I think Fedora is now ready for general desktop users more than ever. Since Fedora is a Red Hat supported distribution, it uses a DNF, a powerful command line package manager that holds a ton of open source packages that are ready to install along with the dependencies. Now, another way of installing any application on Fedora is with the Flatpak. Fedora 34 uses a Flatpak by default that helps the user to install any application with few lines. Now, overall, I would say Fedora 34 with GNOME 40 brings a super stunning, lag-free, powerful experience for an end user. If you're a user who wants the latest and greatest features of Linux, then Fedora is the one of them to integrate first. It is meant to be stable, secure, and helps the user workflow easier than ever before. At number 4, we are having the developers-friendly Pop OS. Pop OS is the optimized version of Ubuntu LTS to the hardware that brings a super fast performance to the end users. System 76 is the team behind made this Linux distro and delivers a minimal user experience. When it comes to the user interface, Pop OS comes with a finely tuned GNOME desktop. The overall user interface looks very natural, and the default pop theme has applied throughout the system that looks fantastic. Pop OS uses a mint accent color throughout the system combined with a modern font that attracts the end user. Also, Pop OS comes with a built-in dark theme and nightlight that can be used at night times. The default GNOME experience on the top of Pop OS is much faster than other GNOME-based distros. Everything is super snappy. The animations are quicker and transitions are a lot quicker throughout the system. When it comes to default applications, Pop OS features the most of the necessary applications like Firefox, Mail, Office Toolkit, and more. And some of the useful applications for naive users are included, such as USB Flasher, AD Package Manager, and more. Since Pop OS is based on Ubuntu, we can either use apt or Flatpak mechanisms to install any software from the terminal. Another way of installing apps in Pop OS is from the Pop Shop. The Pop Shop is a graphical application that holds a ton of useful applications and can be installed with one simple click. Overall, I would say Pop OS is the fastest and powerful Ubuntu-based desktop distro with a GNOME desktop that provides an impeccable user experience to the end user. For those who are looking for a distro that never lags, then this is the one you must try. Linux Mint is a modern, elegant, and comfortable operating system that is both powerful and easy to use. It is an operating system that meets your needs efficiently without any complications. It has a graphical environment very similar to Windows, which facilitates the migration process. It is ideal for anyone who wants a change and start in the world of free software. Linux Mint guarantees the Windows user using a very familiar experience. You can choose between a different graphical environments adjusted to the resources you have on your personal computer. The default Cinnamon is a friendly user interface which is very close to the Windows desktop. If you're coming from Windows, the transition will be very comfortable and easy. It's very simple to operate. Any Windows user can easily understand the UI and get started with their workflow in a few minutes. Also, Linux Mint offers an end user to customize the desktop how it should look by providing easy-to-use options. You can easily change the look of the desktop by using a pre-installed themes. Along with that, you can change the icons and more. Now, compared to Ubuntu, Mint simplifies the end user to customize the desktop hassle-free. Since Linux Mint is based on Ubuntu LTS, you can download thousands of free applications from the App Store, or you can use the terminal to download any package with the help of apt Manager. Now, overall, I would say Linux Mint is a powerful and robust operating system that simplifies the user experience. It comes preloaded with the useful applications. Now, along with that, there are a bunch of media playback codecs pre-installed that can be used to play any video or audio without the need for third-party applications. Now, performance-wise, this distro can easily run on any older hardware and use fewer resources that indeed delivers the lag-free user experience. Now, Manjaro is one of the best Arch-based Linux distros that provide a high-performance desktop experience. Now, I would say this is the best in class when it comes to power. If you're coming from Windows 10, Manjaro is going to be the best supplement for your necessities. For new users, I would suggest installing a GNOME edition of Manjaro that is very easy to use. It resembles a quite similar look to Windows UI and is much responsive. The built-in layout application lets you choose a different layouts of the desktop that makes user experience more flexible. The standard GNOME layout explicitly looks similar to Windows UI. It features a start menu where you get to see all of the applications in the system. Along with that, you can see a taskbar as well as system controls. Also, Manjaro has a huge collection of software available in Arch repositories. You can either use a command line tool called pacman to install any package, or you can use a graphical tool to download and install any software. The team of Manjaro has simplified the way of installing third-party software in a much easier way. You don't need to download any software from the browser and extract to install. Now, instead, they made available from the Software Center. This would be pretty useful for beginners to download any package or install any package along with the dependencies very easily. Now, one thing I like about Manjaro, it provides a way to install any kernel right from the built-in system application called Manjaro Settings. Now, overall, I would say, unlike any other Linux operating systems, Manjaro Linux provides a full control over your hardware without any restrictions, and this is the number one Arch-based Linux distro that you can use blindly. And that's pretty much it. And these are my favorite top 6 most powerful Linux distributions that delivers a powerful user experience for the power users. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Also, if you're having any suggestions, do post them in the comments. Please read the description for more information. Thanks for watching this video. So if in case you like it, subscribe, bell icon, like the video, share it. And thanks for watching one more time. This has been KSK Royal. I will see you in my next one. Peace.